Biden administration asks CBP officers to leave southern border for Ukraine, according to new memo.
My
You have got to be kidding me.
This is the type of stuff that makes me want to go crazy because
Makes you want
first
to
of
go
all,
crazy.
how you look at that headline and you can't even begin to wrap your head around it. We don't even have enough people at the southern border. This has been an issue for what, a year now? Mm-hmm. And you're pulling them to go to Ukraine.
Or asking volunteers. And it's because they want, so it's mostly Poland. They want these troops in Poland processing Ukraine refugees or migrants. It's just, let me read a little bit. They say, the Biden administration is asking CBP officers to voluntarily deploy to Poland following Russia's invasion of Ukraine. After being selected, volunteers will deploy within 2 or 3 days and work in Europe for at least 1 month. They say the Office of Field Operations is seeking volunteers to assist with the possible evacuation of U.S. citizens, lawful permanent residents, and their immediate family members in Ukraine. Reads a memo sent to the agency's field operations executives and obtained by Just the News. So I don't want to immediately be like, oh, shake my fist. We got to get Americans out of Ukraine. We got to get permanent residents. We got to get, anyone who's helping us. We cannot let this be another Afghanistan for
Correct.
sure.
Do we need the border patrol here in America doing that job?
To leave the already in shambles southern border.
I feel like we have plenty aspects of our military that could cover that job.
Absolutely.
I think military police could probably do that, just to name a few. And
I'd like to present you with my vision of how this came about. And so you've got Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, and they're in a room, and someone comes in, and they're like, Mr. President, the situation in Ukraine is very serious. We're going to need personnel to evacuate American citizens, permanent residents. And Biden goes, oh no. Oh, we have to open the southern border now because CBP is the only one who can do it. And they're like, no, Mr. President, we don't have to. No, oh, geez, you forced my hand. All right, send CBP off the border and send them to Ukraine.
The only people that understand borders is the Border Patrol.
I was thinking yesterday, I actually tweeted it out. A war with Russia is actually a war with Russia and China. And if that happened, we wouldn't be complaining about China invading Taiwan. We'd be complaining about them invading our southern border through Mexico. Do not F around with this.
Can we coin the term for like the Russia-China alliance? Because like history will remember the name of they're going to call them like, like the axis of evil or something.
Sino-Rus? Yeah.
Sino-Rus.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, come on. How about like the evil Avengers?
I can't even bring myself to call them evil. Like the good and evil narrative is broken down. America's been putting weapons and military bases in people's face for 100 years. This is insane. And then they invade Iraq. This is the country of freedom, the one that liberated Cuba from the Spanish Empire and gave it autonomy and independence. We fought a war to give Cuba independence, not to conquer it. And then we go into Iraq and Afghanistan. We give the rest of the world carte blanche. You can't sit in a country and let the government conquer, say nothing, and not expect other countries to start conquering. We are the example.